Governor Gordon Obaseki of Edo State says the federal government can learn from the state on how to fix the problem of power supply in the country. The Edo State Governor spoke on Tuesday at the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs (NIIA) Distinguished Lecture Series titled "Making Politics Work for Citizens, Governance and Development," the Edo State Experience held in Lagos. Obaseki, whose comments come amid complaints of epileptic power supply across the country, said Edo has stable electricity in its public facilities. Edo presents a very striking example of how Nigeria can fix its intractable electricity problem, which has plagued the country since independence, he said. With robust partnership with the private sector, the state government has succeeded in encouraging generation by attracting firms like Azura, 450 megawatts, Osimo Power, 95 megawatts, is now producing to create its own electricity market to encourage investment in distribution of power within the state. Currently, there is stable electricity to power public institutions and infrastructure in metropolitan Benin City. Obaseki also said Nigerians can learn from the Edo 2020 governorship election on how to ensure credible polls. Edo State, with all its features, is very representative of the larger Nigeria nation. We have demonstrated in Edo State that the political firmament can be altered for benefit of majority of its citizens, he said. Edo State reversed the political norm in Nigeria. Voter consciousness and voter turnout reached an enviable level. Citizen participation, including Edos in diaspora, in the elections shocked bookmakers. The issue of campaign were clear and reduced to few key overarching subjects affecting our people. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) stood its ground and insisted on free and fair elections. Voters' results were transmitted directly from the polling units to a central portal, and the results matched those we are collating in our situation room. It is possible to scale this template to a national level. Insistence on good governance has helped us in building public trust with citizens. By rebuilding the culture of transparency and accountability, we have reduced the level of resistance to our reform agenda. No doubt, the Edo 2020 was adjudged to be one of the best elections in the country. You know, Nigerians talked about that election and the way the election was followed all across, even those outside of the country. We saw the way everything went that time. And it was the first time in history that President Muhammad Buhari was praised, and even INEC, they were praised for conducting a free and fair election. So yes, it's Obaseki is okay to say that the nation, other parts of the country, they can look up to them and emulate their practice, how they carried out that election. That part very correct. But for the electricity one, that Obaseki says that Edo offers striking example of how Nigeria can fix electricity problem in the country. You know, it was just yesterday here that APC started attacking Obaseki. You know, they even called his Edo, light up the streets of Edo as a scam. You know, yesterday they said they've not seen anything about the light up the streets Obaseki is talking about, except a few electric poles that were just repainted and all of that. That Obaseki has got no plans for the state, that he's not doing anything. That was what APC stated yesterday. And they also lamented that Obaseki is planning on taking more loans for these projects. But we saw that yesterday in response, the Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Eweta, he spoke about this, that it's not true, that Obaseki doesn't plan to take any loan, and that the project is going on well. That how come APC, they've not seen other projects that have been completed, other projects that are on ground. That's how come they can't even see the ones that are completed. Anyways, Obaseki is stating that Edo right now, it's an example. To him, he believes that is an example. You know, when in their reaction as well, they said they will not be distracted from what they are doing, what is currently on ground. Making Edo great again is the agenda of is Obaseki's agenda. That was his campaign mandate as well. He told the people, promised the people of Edo State that Edo was going to be great again. He's got a few more years to accomplish this, and he's been working really hard to see all of this accomplished. However, there are some persons that still feel that he's not doing enough. You know, even with the signing of this anti open grazing bill that has to do with the security of life. So Obaseki is still yet to sign that bill. He hasn't signed that bill. So there are areas that people are not happy with, despite the fact he's telling Nigerians, telling the whole country that Edo State is an example. There are areas that people are still wanting him to act, to take a step, to do something immediately. For the Light Up Edo, yesterday when we did report that news, we stated that, let it not be as though it's just this kind of propaganda or counter claim because of APC is the opposition party in the state and they are just playing the opposition. That it is the job of the people to actually speak up on this one. If it is true that there's nothing like street lights that Obaseki is talking about, Obaseki mentioned it again here that there is power supply to almost all of the public facilities, that there is electricity, there is power supply to almost all of these facility, and they have robust partnership with private sectors, and the state government has created an encouraging generation by attracting firms like Azura, Usimo Power, and now proceeding to create its own electricity market to encourage investment in distribution of power within the state. Well, Nigerians the people of Edo State have to speak about this very one. Obaseki, for him to come out to say that he's done well in this area, the people really has to attest. They will have to confirm this. It's the people that can actually confirm this, the people in Edo State. Let it not just be that he's just saying what it's not. If it is not, then the feedback would get back that is not true. Obaseki, what you are saying is not true. So guys, let's hear your own thoughts and what you think about what Governor Godwin Obaseki had just stated about the electricity situation in the state, that he has done very well to bring an end to electricity problem in the state. Leave us your take. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe till I come your way again on more updates. Bye.